TikTok is one of those places where you start out by saying, no, I will not be downloading TikTok, this is ridiculous. And then you download it for research purposes. Totally research purposes, right? And next thing you know it, this is you. Yep, that's you. And since I've been spending so much time on TikTok, again for research, and so for today's video, I figured we would follow 3 TikTok trends for the arts and crafts community. By the way, those of you new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, otherwise I will wave a sharp pointy thing at you. Don't make me do it, unless you like it, then I'll do it. The first TikTok trend that I want to try out is the one by Carly! 11, because there's multiple Y's. You see it? Look at it. How else would you say it? And as it is, this trend has over 1.5 million views. And the idea behind this is absolutely funny. So we're going to be putting on a TikTok filter in which everything is going to be absolutely distorted. So even if you make a straight line, it's going to be wibbly wobbly. And the goal is to make something that looks as close as possible to what you would normally make. Except you're looking through a filter and everything is wobbly. And although I will be looking through the filter only, you will be getting 2 camera views. You'll be seeing the regular cam, but you'll also be seeing the filtered version. So you'll see what I'm seeing. And then the final result is going to be a mystery to both of us. So sometimes you'll see real time as I'm messing up, but I won't know, but the final result will say it all. And so for that, I decided I'm going to try and make a basic dragon sculpture. Why didn't I choose something easier?
Because I am a sucker for punishment.
I don't always like things easy. I don't know why I make things difficult for myself. Is it for entertainment? Is it because I like to challenge myself? Sometimes I wonder what's going on in my own head. So in case you're wondering, I have my camera that's usually mounted over here, and I'm going to be putting my phone with the filter on in front of me. So I will only be able to see it through the filter. We'll have this camera recording, and I'll only be looking through here. For those of you curious, this filter is called Whirlpool. As you can see over here, we have Princess Jasmine looking very spiffy as usual. But then when we press the filter on, whoa, oh boy, oh Jasmine, what happened, girl? Ooh. So here's Jasmine making an entrance. And there goes Jasmine. And one of the other challenges about this is that I'm not quite sure where my finger is holding. Oh, there you go. There she is. Another test, here is an absolutely cute little Red Riding Hood figurine. And oh boy, it's like she shrank and distorted. So this is, oh, that is trippy. By the way, if you don't follow me on TikTok, it is at Salty Crafter. For some reason, I think someone took Nerdy Crafter. All right, so for this purpose, oh my God, look at my finger. Oh, that is so weird. I'm gonna take, all right, Jasmine, oh my gosh, this is so weird. I'm going to be making my dragon with these colors over here. We have purple, green, and yellow. I'm going to make a basic dragon. Super, super basic, but it's gonna, oh my gosh. So we're gonna start with the body, which is going to be green. Let me take a little bit of that, and that's going to be our base. You have to forgive me. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in frame for the main camera, but this is what we're getting. First things first, I know this is not cheating. I'm just making a little ball because I need both my hands for this. And we're going to make a snake. So, oh no. In case you're wondering, I have made many basic type dragons, something like this, or even something like that. Very basic, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. Usually a basic dragon shouldn't take more than about 45 minutes to make. So the body usually starts off with a carrot shape, and then the other side is also like an opposite, oh my gosh, an opposite carrot. And then once you have this kind of teardroppy shape, wow, that is a really long tail. Let's curve the tail and bring the chest up of our dragon. I'm not sure anymore. I am hesitating. My confidence is going down the drain. And now we need to make a teardrop for the head. Feels like a teardrop. I can't really tell. Oh, those nails. Oh, that is freaky. I don't even know where I'm holding anymore. We're going to put the head right on top of the body, like so. Oh boy. The next thing we need is a tool in order to smooth things out. So that's, where are you? Oh, there you are. So, oh my gosh. Oh boy, tool. No, where is it going? Where is it? Oh, that is way harder with a tool. No way. There, let me just try and align it. Oh no. Oh no, I can't. I really really challenge you grains to do this. If you do, make sure you tag me either on TikTok or Instagram, anywhere. Oh, that is wild. All right, time to make some legs. And in order to make some legs, we just kind of need to make a ball of clay and flatten it lightly. Hang on, let's move the tail. Need to put it as close to this.
Bruh.
Why am I doing this? Kind of put it here, I think. For the feet, we're going to take a ball, make it lightly into a bit of a teardrop, I guess. Lightly flatten it down, and we're gonna take a cutter. Be careful with that if you're gonna do this challenge. Oh, oh no. Now I definitely understand. Kylie, oh boy. Carly, oh my god. Where's the tip?
Get your minds out of the gutter.
Okay, so here and here, I think. Oh, that is wonky. My fingers. All right, now we're just going to attach the foots to the thigh. Oh boy, thigh just came off. Let's push it in. That's good. I'll do a second one on the other side. Now we make the front paw of the dragon. So kind of, you know, like when they're doing like kitty cat style, I'm just gonna have it sit like that. Oh, that is skinny. And then we need to cut 2 slits for the front paw. Which way's up? Okay, there. Here. And here, I think. And then we bend it kind of like this. And we're gonna put it front part of the dragon. There we go. All right, I'm gonna make the other side for each one. Oh my gosh, how difficult this is. We'll make both hands kind of fold over each other. I think we're okay. Let's just make the head stand a little straighter. So for the dragon horns, of course, our dragon needs to have some kind of horn. We're going to use kind of this glittery type purple. Take a tiny piece and we're gonna just move you over here. And then we just need to make a couple of carrot shapes. I think this is a carrot shape. And we're gonna put it on the side of the head like this and twirl it up. Oh no, that is, whoa! Oh no, what? Wow! What's going on? Let's put a couple of these. Oh. This is so hard. Why are you vertical? I am pretty sure I have you horizontally, but I can't tell. I prepared some more carrot shapes. I'm gonna put 5 of them for horns going down the spine. Is this? I don't know. I don't know. I can't even tell if the size is too big or too small. It's a mystery to me. I'm just going to go down the spine, down the tail. There. I just keep moving and hoping that I'm going to get to the part. Oh, that's the tail. Come here. Gotcha. So wee. Oh no. And what is a dragon without its wings? We're going to take you over here, Wonky, just a little bit over to the side. And we're going to make a V shape. Once we have that V shape, I have a little piece of clay on the right side over there. So like that. And then we're gonna, put a piece of the yellow in here. And now for the fun part, we're gonna cut around as precisely as we can to get that shape. So where do I even, like this? Nope, like this? No, what am I doing? Okay, this is really challenging because I know I have my blade this way, but the second it comes into the screen, I feel so disoriented. I think here, okay. And then we need a jagged bottom. So, oh boy. So kind of like, oh no, I took apart the green. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well, it's not like I don't know which way's up. There, let's just assume this way is up. And we're going to put the wing on the dragon over near the arm, I believe. I think it's okay, I don't know. At this point, you and I are in the same boat. You won't be able to see what it really looks like. We're almost there though. We just have one other side of the wing that I'll do off camera, but still with the filter. And then we need to put the eyes on. Dear filter gods of TikTok, please protect my piece from wonks, twirls, and derpiness. And also,
Stop embarrassing me!
now I know why Carly was doing these sounds. Because that's the only way you can do it. Oh no. This is a disaster. Oh jeez. So for the eyes, we're just going to take a small piece of black clay. Hang on, I'm gonna make my life easier. I'm just gonna take a small piece like so, make a tiny ball, and we're gonna take our little derp over here and place it right there. I think that's respectable, I believe. Let's put the other one on. Oh my god. Tiny ball, the other side. Why does it feel like a lump? Doesn't even look like a dragon? Okay, think it's done. All right, are you grains ready? Let's see the actual reveal. I'm gonna look at the other camera in 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Oh no! I'm so... Oh, yeah, I know why the first thing is to say sorry. Oh, dragon, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought Carly's reaction was cute, but now I understand that is the only way. Oh, yeah, definitely not my best work. Cue some of my favorite dragon sculptures. I promise I could do better. No. Let me know in the oh no, pieces are falling. Let me know in the comment section below what name should we give this dragon. I will bake it and it will harden and we shall keep it. I'm sorry. This next trend is going to be maybe a little scarier than the previous one, and it pretty much went viral on TikTok. And the idea behind this one from the TikToker Just Lorena here is that you turn the red filter on. She has red lights. Unfortunately, I don't have red lights, but I'm going to be using the filter. And it seems like in red light, a lot of the colors start pretty much looking the same. So we're going to try and create something that most of you grains know what it looks like, so we can see whether or not I was able to mess up or not. That's the idea, to see if I can get the colors right under a red filter. And what I love about her video is that you can see that the second time around she did pretty well, but if we look at the first video, she mistakenly took purple for yellow, which is really interesting. And so to test out this color theory under the red filter, we're going to make a pizza. Let me know what toppings are your favorite on a pizza in the comment section below. Personally, I really like the all dress. I think that's a Canadian thing, which has mushrooms, green peppers, pepperoni, cheese and sauce, and all that jazz. So in front of me, I have the different toppings I want to put on. Sometimes they won't make sense, but that's the point. We're just playing with color. And for those of you who like pineapple on your pizza, good for you for sticking to your opinion. Don't let anyone say that you shouldn't have what you like, because if anyone does,
you tell them to get out.
So this is going to almost be obvious for the crust since I really need it to be bigger than the rest. I have two different greens. I need the darker green ideally to be for the bell peppers, and the lighter green I would like to use it to put some basil leaves. A kind of yellowish white for mushrooms, red for the tomato sauce, yellow for the cheese, a marbled type brown and red for the pepperoni, or in this case we're going to turn them into bacon or vegetarian bacon, whichever you want, black for olives, and I threw in purple just for chaos because hey, maybe I'm gonna mess up and take purple for no reason whatsoever. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. And so in case you're wondering what I'm going to be seeing, that's what I'm seeing. And if we take the filter off, those are the colors. So essentially, a lot of them look pretty similar to each other. There and off. And to make things interesting, I'm mixing them. So first things first is we need to make our dough. So I'm just going to take the beige clay because it is the biggest one. And we're just going to roll it. Again, we're not going into realism. We're pretty much going to do something similar to those pizzas from Play-Dohs and whatnots. So far, so good. All right, let's just twirl those ends to make the crusts. All right, and now we're bringing in the other colors. I am not looking. Okay, so through the filter, I'm guessing this is the mushroom color. This pale one could be yellow. I really can't tell. Could tell which one is the purple, which one is the black. I can tell this one is going to be our bacon. That's good news. But these four over here, any of them could be the red one. I'm not sure. I'm going to go with this one because it's the lighter one. So this is going to be our sauce. And I'm just going to flatten it in between my fingers. And I'm going to use this ball tool to kind of smush it down to make it look like it's pretty saucy. Kind of like me. I'm saucy, right? Bringing the colors back in, I am almost confident this has got to be the yellow just because it pretty much is the lightest color. Hopefully that's the case, but we'll find out. So I'm just going to roll it into a thin carrot. This is by no means going to be any kind of intricate cheese. So just taking slices and putting it in there. So if you you like your pizza super cheesy, this is probably not it. This is going to be the frugal pizza. So bringing the colors back in, here's my logic. Hear me out. I think this is the purple, simply because the brown here is really showing a lot darker. So my guess is this could be the purple, but I'm not sure if it's the black, because one of these is purple. So I'm going to go out on a limb and hope that this is black. Again, my reasoning is this could be purple because brown looks darker than this. Can you guys see that? I'm going to take a leap of faith and say that this is black for the olives. So let's make some tiny olives. And so to make an olive, I'm just going to take a piece of black clay, take my little tool, poke a hole right in the middle, and voila. Oh my god, what happened to you? Let's try that again. And here's our take 2, and voila. And all we have to do is just place it on the pizza, and we're good to go. All right, now I want to go with the green pepper. Now, again, we know this one is the bacon, but the green peppers was the dark green color. So out of all of these two here are the darkest. So even though they're all red, assume this one, it seems like it has a greenish tint. I don't know. The green peppers are going to be very simple. They're just going to be a little strand, kind of a little long like this, and made as much as possible into a somewhat M shape, kind of like this. That's cute. Here's our pepper. Time to put them all. So far, so good. I don't know why I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, if we look at it, it looks like it could be okay, but then again, I guess I'm only going to find out later. I'm gonna leave the mushrooms till the end, but now we need to add the basil leaves. So since this one seems like the flashier one, I'm going to go with this one for our light green, and I'm going to make tiny little leaf shapes out of this over here and put them. English number 1! Put them as our basil leaves. Do you like basil? Let me know. So we're gonna make a tiny teardrop shape. Take our cutter. What'd you do? Confess! And we're just going to cut a slit down and make little tiny indents, like so. And we're gonna place maybe just 3 of them on the pizza. There we go. Our last basil leaf is on top. We have 3 colors and we have 2 items to put down. So I think whatever this color is, I guess we're not going to need it. So I'm gonna put it aside. And I'm going to make mushrooms, which are just going to be semicircles. And then we have our bacon color, right? Right. I don't know why, but I'm pretty confident about this here. Actually, this could be a cute little button for mushroom. And we're gonna put maybe one here, another here. And for the bacon, I'm just pulling it so that all the lines are as vertical as possible. And they're gonna be really big pieces of bacon over here. Okay, so before we do the final reveal, here's one last look at the pizza before we remove the red filter. And let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, gross! No! How is my sauce green? It looks like a pizza straight out of the Ninja Turtle sewers. So obviously the biggest problems were the red and the green were really similar to each other. I am really surprised I didn't use the purple. Now I'm wondering which one was the purple. I guess we're not going to need it, so I'm gonna put it aside. So it seems like the biggest challenge for the red filter really is being able to tell the difference between the greens and the reds. By the way, what would you call this pizza? I call it the barfing. Very original, Jackie. The next TikTok trend. Jasmine, what are you doing here from the last video? As I was saying, the next TikTok trend is a product that I've seen a little bit of everywhere in the art community. And I first saw it through Kathleen Artwall. And it's supposed to be a really popular, or as she calls it, the bandwagon, of a type of gouache that is called Himi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct, so for those of you who want to say,
"But Jackie, that's just not how it's pronounced. Wow, you really can't talk."
stop, you have better things to do. So I'm really curious to see whether or not this product lives up to its hype. I know it's definitely satisfying because it is pretty much a jelly, which is kind of similar to the current trend going on TikTok, which is those jelly fruit things. Grains, some trends I understand, but I just don't understand why these jelly fruits are so popular. Someone explain them to me, please, in the comment section. I've had jelly fruits. They're nothing special. And so, for $46, these had better be the best darn gouache paints I have ever tried. I remember trying gouache as a little grain in kindergarten and I hated them. Even back then, I was pretty critical. Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty critical as a little child. Huh, interesting. So right off the bat, the packaging is really pretty. The attention to detail. Oh, that is cute. Person needs to wear two things to look great: confidence and smile. Sometimes a pair of pants in the top could help. Doesn't need to be stylish, but otherwise it might be distracting. Then we get more information.
Bruh.
And the outside of the box is a very smooth plastic. It does feel nice, but there are details. I don't know if the logo is supposed to be slightly scratched or not. And the top of the box is not really a print itself. You can see that they are stickers. All right, so the moment of truth, you can get this in either this, that was unexpected snap, this kind of minty blue. Oh, like a lunchbox. Or in pink, so it's up to you. Oh, I guess this is where you can mix your colors. And here they are. I guess I pour them out. That was satisfying. Unfortunately, they don't seem to give us the color chart. Not cool. I would have liked a little color chart, but I guess I'm going to have to do it myself.
Because I gotta do everything if I want it done right.
All right, so I'm going to rearrange the colors because I feel like these need to be next to each other, not underneath each other. And I'm not sure, is that two whites? Is that two whites? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. All right, I think I arranged it to the most pleasing for me. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get yelled at. That's okay, you can yell at me. And now I guess what makes them satisfying is so we're supposed to be opening them up and they're supposed to look like jellies. So let's do that. You are thick. All right, so here it is. That is quite the thick gouache. And I don't want to waste anything, so I'm gonna scrapey over here, like so. And we plop it back in. Voila. I don't know what makes a good gouache. I don't even know if this is how it's supposed to work. So here are the colors. Make no mistake, this is not clean endeavor to remove the peelies and then putting them back in, unless I'm just the messy one, which is probably the case. But I love getting messy. One of the things I noticed right away is that there are some colors that are chunkier and others that are smooth. For those of you who are familiar with gouache, please let me know if that is normal for some pigments, because I haven't used gouache since elementary school, but it's been on my list of materials to revisit as an adult grain. Somewhat grown up in size, not quite. I'm only 5 foot tall. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them. So as you can see, the texture is really jelly-like. It's quite thick. And here we go. Oh, that is pigmented. And with a little water. And here we go with one of the chunkier colors. Not sure how this is supposed to be, but like I said, this is chunky. Let's see how it behaves. All right, let's see. And I really thought that was a little more purple, but okay. It really does come down smoother than I expected. Let's put a little bit of water and a lot more water. Goes down smooth. Alright, so I've decided I'm going to be testing these out with an illustration that I made. And so as I started to paint the little duck dude, the paint itself is really creamy. I mean really creamy. Obviously I lack technique, but this paint was so vibrant and pretty thick. I think I'm going to be saying the word thick and creamy quite a bit today. So much so that I feel like I had to use just a little bit of water to kind of get it into the little nooks and crannies. Again, this is my first time working with gouache, and I have to admit, it is really pleasant. I can't really tell you if it's that much more different than other gouache types, but I do know that this itself didn't make me hate painting, which is definitely a good start. Would I work with it again? Yes. Now, there's a but. Actually, there's a couple of buts. First of all, unlike other types of paints that I've used, there's a weird smell to these Himi paints. It doesn't quite smell like BO, but just a little bit, enough to know that someone's been wearing the same shirt all day long and they had a stressful day. It's not bad, but it is annoying. Next, even though I did use the palette in order to mix some colors, if you look over here, you'll see that the colors themselves stain its own palette. So that's something worth noting because I found that pretty weird. I haven't tried using soap. And here's a close-up of little ducky dude. I did use my own liner and white pigment. So for those of you who are experienced with gouache, you can probably tell the lack of technique that I have, but also the kind of pigment that we do get. I'm pretty excited working with gouache again. I feel like this is going to last quite a bit. And for me personally, as something that was a trend, yeah, I would definitely use this again and I could recommend it. But at $46, I know it's probably quite up there. Mind you, still cheaper than buying hydro flasks. I'm watching you, TikTok. I'm watching you. By the way, letting you grains know that the Burb merch ends on February 14th, so if you don't nab it now, it's gone. Remember to tag me if you try any of these TikTok trends. I am really curious to know what you've come up with. And I wanted to do a bigger shout out to everyone who tried recreating my squishy unmakeover from last week's craft video. So many of you were so creative and you made so many amazing versions of the
Unicorn of Darkness.
but has rainbows and sprinkles. You greens are pretty talented, so proud of you. If you want to watch the previous video, make sure you check up here. And if you want to watch a video YouTube thinks it's beautiful for you, make sure you check down here. Pretty sure it's going to be pretty bent.